Welcome everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys your weekly soul connection reading. I know it's a day late. Sorry about that. Yesterday, it just was not the right day for me to get on camera, and everything that I do is really energetically based, which is why I tell my clients, if you book a reading, you're going to get it sometime the week of a particular week, because you just never know what's going to happen, and energy is everything. So anyways, you guys, thanks for being here again. If you're a returning subscriber, and if you're new, welcome. And just take what resonates for you, you guys. Get rid of anything that doesn't. We're going to be tapping into a soul connection that you have with another person. I do tend to channel for those that are experiencing challenges or even separations and connections. So just, of course, keep that in mind. But everything will be listed down below that I'll be using. And today, I just felt like going with this little pig here that I picked up at a garage sale last year. And I named her Cordelia. I have no idea why. It's just, that's who she is. And I just wanted her to be a part of this reading today. So anyways, you guys, let's jump into it. Let's see what's going on this week. Now, what's really cool is that a fan sent me this deck, and you know, it's one of those things where they didn't intend for it to be, you know, for sale. Reason why is because there could be some images, of course, that they're not really authorized to use for resale. So a lot of people, since I've been using it, are like, oh my God, where can I get this deck? Where can I get this deck? This deck was just a one-off. It was created for me by a fan who knows that I love horror films and, you know, scary things. And so I just want to say thank you to that person. If you are watching the video, I absolutely love this deck. And yeah, so anyways, if you guys want to know where to get this, unfortunately it's a one-off. It's just a special gift for me. Sorry guys. But anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with this deck, and we're just going to see what is the overall theme for this week with you and this person. Okay, so what is going on this week in this connection? What is the vibe? What is the energetic vibe of you and this person this week? Let's take a look. What is the energetic vibe for you and your person this week? We have Circe. Okay, so Circe is a goddess. She is a dark goddess. It doesn't mean she's evil, but it's coming through as femme fatale. Okay, so a femme fatale is don't mess with me, because if you do, you're going to get the horns. So some of you guys could be in this dark goddess energy, your dark feminine side. And again, you guys, it's not an evil energy. It's just a part of us, these shadows. So you have to honor these shadows, because you're made up of both shadow and light. Both have something equal to provide for you in a very empowering way. So if you guys have been, let's just say, hurt in the past, maybe even hurt by this person, you could very well be holding a healthy boundary this week by saying, you know what, enough is enough. I'm tired of this crap. A lot of you guys could also be kind of feeling somewhat low vibe or low energetic, and you're just needing to take a little bit of a break, maybe from this connection or this person. Or maybe this person has pissed you off and you're just like, watch out. Maybe it's not good for us to talk this week, etc. So anyways, let's go ahead and get another one. Oh, we have Norman Bates, mommy issues. Now, earlier today, I went ahead and put on my TikTok the astrological signs. So I did earth, air, fire, water, and this actually came through. I forget which sign it came through with, or which element, but it did come through. Norman Bates, mommy issues. Talk about somebody that has a lot of issues, okay? It's not saying someone's psycho, but it just means that there could be something going on. Now, some of you guys, and I don't think this is going to resonate for most, but there might be a few people out there where you're dealing with a person that has an individual in their life, could be a mother or like a feminine in their life, that is creating all kinds of issues. So that could be that femme fatale also coming through, you know, really controlling this person. But are they really controlling this person, or is this person allowing themselves to be controlled by this individual? It's always a choice, you guys. Some people are just too broken. Some people have too many traumas, unhealed wounds, etc. So they're not going to be able to break free from these negative cycles right away. It's going to take some time. So I feel like if you guys are dealing with someone who, you know, has some sort of issues with a female figure in their life, whether it's an ex-partner or an actual, you know, person like a sister even, or a mother, I feel like this is heavy this week. And that might be really pissing you off this week. It might be really pissing you off that someone has this much control over another person. But again, you guys, we have to realize that your individual is choosing to be or allow this person to have influence or power over them. The only thing that you can really do is to just let it play out. I mean, seriously, that's all we can do is let things play out. And sometimes people see the writing on the wall for themselves. Sometimes people see people for who they truly are, and other times they don't. And it's just, it's the game of life, right? It is the game of life. And we have Lestat. Oh, I love this. Highly seductive person. Okay, so I feel like there is this message that's coming through, that there is someone in the mix here, like a third party person. Now, it doesn't mean that this person has to be romantically involved with your person, but I feel like someone is highly influential. Somebody is using their charm to try to get someone to do what they want to do. So there is a control issue here. Now, this could even be you, okay? We have to sometimes look at our own shadow, and sometimes we feel like we want to do that. We want to use our dark energy to basically manipulate and gain some sort of control in a situation where we feel like we've lost control. So if that is happening to you guys, or you feel like you're just feeling out of control and you're wanting to go to all kinds of lengths or drastic measures to not feel what you're feeling, I do feel like it's also an opportunity for you guys to go deeply within yourselves to say, why am I feeling this way? Where does this come from? Is this a trauma response? Is this something that's happening right now? Is it reminding me or triggering something unhealed within me, such as abandonment issues or lack of control or whatever this is? So we may want to highly seduce someone to try to get them to do what we want them to do. So there's like this shadow that's coming up this week in this connection. And I feel like it's giving you an opportunity, the viewer, to really look at your own stuff. And it's not about blaming you, but it is about holding yourself accountable for what's coming up in you. It's coming up for a reason. There is something for you to clear and heal this week. And this person or someone around them could be bringing all this crap up in you, but it gives you an opportunity to clear it and heal it and address it. Okay, we have Beetlejuice. Third time is a charm. Okay, that also came up in today's reading as well on the elements that I did. So be sure to look at those. But yes, third time is a charm. I feel like maybe somebody has done something over and over and over again. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be this third time, but this time is going to be it. This time, this person or you are really going to change, or you're really going to see something for yourself. This time, there's going to be something that does shift and change. So it's like if we keep doing the same thing over and over again and we keep getting the same result, I feel like this time when we make a shift or we do something different or we go about something in a different way, something is going to change this time. And I'm getting here for the better in the long run, for the better. Last one, the Lost Boys peer pressure. I don't know how long, I don't know how many times this can come through. There is some influential person here. Somebody is trying to pressure someone to do what they want them to do, but they have their own issues, is what I'm seeing here. But you've got to let this play out, you guys. Sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we have to just step back and allow things to play out. You can't make someone see that someone is manipulative. You can't make someone see that someone in their life is, let's just say, a narcissist or whatever. You can't make someone see something that they're not ready or willing or able to see. Sometimes you just have to take a step back and allow it all to fall apart, or allow them to learn the hard way. As parents, it's very hard to do, very hard to see our children be under the influence of, someone that maybe you see as not good for them. I'm just using that as an example. And you may want to lash out. You may want to try to control or to put your foot down and say, I can't allow this to happen. But I'm getting here, you guys, you have to let something run its course. So if there's some third party situation here, or there's something that is creating a wedge or a major challenge between you and this person, This is a figure of speech. You've got to let it play out. You've got to let this person see. You cannot pressure them to see. They're not going to. They're not going to. You have to let this play out. So I don't know who that's for or who that's going to resonate with this week, but that seems to be the vibration, okay? Very cool cards to bring that out too. Why is this not straight? It's never straight. God damn it, I hate this thing. All right. So now let's see what's going on with your person. Okay, where is your person at this week? What is their energy towards you this week? So we're going to go ahead and go into the What He Didn't Say, channeled messages from the Divine Masculine, Volume 2 by Rising Sun Oracle. It's actually a combination of decks. It's her 1 and 2. So let's go ahead and get the energy that this person has towards you this week. What is this energy about? So we're going to go like this, and we're going to combine it with, where do I want to combine it? Let's combine it with this deck here, which is called the Goddess Oracle. This Goddess Oracle. What is this energy that this person is in this week? What's their overall energy this week towards you and this situation? Okay, we have crisis. Wow. We have crisis. So I just feel... and you can see there's actually 3 people, 3 figures, a lot of energy flying around for your person this week. It's not giving them a pass. It's not giving them an excuse for weak ass behavior or, creating issues. It's just basically giving us an explanation where this person may be at. They're going through either an internal crisis or an outer crisis or both. So again, we've got to let them clear it on their own. That's what the major message is this week. We've got to let them clear it up. It was easier to hide from you than to show you who I really was. So this person is hiding. This person would rather mask their pain. They would rather pretend that they're okay when they're not, is what I'm seeing here. So this is a defense mechanism to hide what's really going on with them. So this would be good for you to kind of maybe not take their actions or take what they're saying or doing towards you personally, because I feel like there's something going on here that's pretty deep. Kept my emotions hidden. So here it is again. I kept my emotions hidden from you because I did not know how to allow myself to be vulnerable. So this person is having a hard time letting you know what they're going through or what's happening deep down inside. So again, until they can regulate what's happening within them, they're not going to be able to regulate your connection. They're not going to be able to regulate themselves with you in a conversation. So if they've withdrawn, pulled back, they're not speaking, you're not seeing them, this is why, because there's some kind of crisis going on here. And we are mirroring the same fears to one another. So if this is triggering you, remember, this is an opportunity for you to look at yourself through this person's triggering of you or whoever is around them, what they're triggering or bringing up in you. It's an opportunity for you to learn something and look at yourself and conduct yourself in a new way this week. I'm getting here to go about things like you normally do. It's not going to help or fix. You've got to make some sort of shift this week for yourself. And it doesn't mean it's going to change anything for this person. What it will do, though, is it will change how you feel moving forward. Okay, so if you're feeling all over the place, feeling really dark, feeling very lost, sad, and depressed, you've got to allow this person to work through their crises and their crap crisis. I like that, crap crisis. You got to let them work it through, because if you don't, it's like you're taking on their crap, and this is not yours. That's what I'm saying. It's just not yours. So let's take a look at your energy this week, you guys. What can you be? Okay, what can you be this week? What energy can you step in this week to empower yourself? Where should you shift your focus this week in order to be, that stronger version of you? This is called the Spiritual Gifts Oracle. What energy should you be in this week that will be very helpful to you? Okay, so we have relationships. Okay, so this is about counseling relationships and having the ability to guide others because of your own experiences. So what I'm getting with this, you guys, is that you really have to actually look at what's going on with you and this person and look at your past. Look at your past of either mistakes that you've made or mistakes that other people have made, or, just how things have played out when we just decided to accept something for how it was, or pulled back rather than pressure. And I feel like you're going to kind of see some sort of a pattern here. You know, when I did this, or when this happened, how did it play out? So you're going to be reflecting, I feel, this week on the relationships that you've had in the past. And when it comes to trying to fix or give advice with this current relationship on how you think it should be going, I feel like it's better for you to take a step back and just really put that focus back on yourself this week. This will be very empowering for you. You may want to fix this relationship with this week with this person, but I'm getting here, it would be better for you to take a step back. That would be more empowering for you. Oh yeah, this is amazing here. So if the fashionista is dressing the part. So maybe it doesn't feel normal or natural for you to not get involved. Maybe you're the kind of person that's a fixer. Maybe you're the kind of person that basically wants to, hash things out, communicate, talk to someone. I'm actually getting for you guys this week, it's not the thing to do. Okay? So just really kind of step into the part of pulling back. Step into the part of doing things that you normally wouldn't do. Okay? That's what I'm seeing here. And psychic dreams. So this is about relying on your intuition. When we're in a dream state, we're going within. We're withdrawing. We're kind of just like in another realm, it seems. It doesn't mean that we're not grounded in reality. But I just feel like when it comes to this connection, the way that you can really empower yourself is to allow somebody time and space, pull back, even if that's uncomfortable, and really go into your own psyche, really go into your own visions, your own dreams. Focus on those dreams and rely on your inner voice instead of the voice of another person to confirm, because sometimes we feel like things are going to be better if we just hear someone's voice or if we just talk to them. That's not always the case, you guys. Getting here to rely on your own intuition this week instead of needing this person to speak to you, instead of needing to reconcile with this person this week. I feel like you will, your energy will be better spent going within, focusing on you and just being aware of your own energy, and also focusing on what you want to do. What kinds of things do you want to create in your life? What kinds of things do you want to focus on? Because focusing on just this person and this situation, I feel may have kind of gotten you in a pickle. Some of you guys may have become codependent on this person, toxically tied, obsessed, to the point where now when it comes down to your own life, you don't even know who the hell you are. You don't even know what to do with yourself. And that's what happens when we give somebody else outside of ourselves too much power. When we focus our time and energy way too much on other people and not the relationship that we have with ourselves, we're going to fall apart when those relationships either end or we're struggling within those relationships. We're going to frickin' crumble. So I feel like there's an opportunity for us to, like, with this crisis, this current crisis, whatever's happening here, for you to really, really empower yourself, rebuild yourself, and become a stronger version, just erect into the stronger person. That way, when issues happen again, because of course they're going to, that's people, that's life, you're not going to crumble every time something goes awry with this individual or even just people in general. So you're becoming stronger this week because of all this stuff. I love it. So let's see what is going on in the connection, okay? What is the connective energy, okay? What is the purpose? What are you learning from this entire situation? What is the purpose of this connection this week? This is called the Love Compass, or wow. Okay, so apparently we're not supposed to use that half of the deck because it's all over the place and I can't retrieve it. So here we go. This is the part of the deck we're going to use. What is the energy? What is the direction of the soul contract between you and this person this week? What is the direction, the compass? Where are we being directed when it comes to this connection this week? I love it. ask for and accept support. So to me, you guys, this is about you not isolating yourself during this time. This is about you basically connecting with other people that have either gone through something like this, or someone that's either a professional, someone that can help you to get through this tough time. This is not a time for you to spend time alone. And I also feel like your person, if they are kind of having to sit in their shit, they're also going to see a lot of things this week, and it's going to really perpetuate this feeling of, if they don't feel support with something, or they do feel lost, it is going to push them to also seek out that support, to seek out that assistance, things to help them, to move them along in this life. We have quality time. I really like this. This is about spending quality time, I feel, with yourself, and then spending quality time with people that love you and support you. So if this person this week is not being loving and supportive towards you, turn to those that are, okay? Turn to those that are, because if we keep focusing on someone that's not returning our phone calls, that doesn't really want to put the effort and time into us, what does that say about us? What does that say about us? That says that we are willing to continuously give and give and give and just get nothing in return. It's not about being a martyr and love and light and I just unconditionally love this person. No, at that point, you're actually depleting your energy because you're getting nothing in return. Things need to be balanced, you guys. So let's not forget that, okay? And I feel that the more that you accept yourself and support yourself and spend quality time with you and spend quality time focusing on people that are in your life, I feel like there could be a shift at a later date with this individual because people respect others that respect themselves. That's the message that's coming through. Learn to respect yourself. This person, I feel, will respect you more. And then we have a reconnection. So that's the energy here. That's just confirmed for me here. There's a reconnection after a period of time where people, take the focus off of each other and they put that focus on themselves and they spread their branches and they connect with others. There's a shift that happens in the vibration of this connection because of that happening, because we're not so focused. So let's now see where things are headed. So as things progress, as we learn to empower ourselves, what happens because of this? What do the energies look like moving forward? Okay, so we have fate, okay? Whatever is fated, whatever is destined is simply going to transpire in this connection. So let's see what that looks like. We have wish fulfillment. But the 9 of Cups is always about the self first. When you can learn to fulfill your own needs, when you can learn to be satisfied on your own, that right there is a vibration that you will match up with another. So that is what I feel the key is this week, is to learn to love yourself, learn to satisfy your own needs, learn to fulfill your own dreams. And when you are in that vibration, you will be matched with the correct person for you. Okay? That's it. So trust that this partnership has something to teach you, even if it doesn't include this person, because we always have to say that. What if? Nothing is guaranteed in life. Tomorrow is not guaranteed either. So even if it's not about ending up with this individual, you're ending up in a position in your life where you're much more empowered and you're doing good, okay? But whatever is meant to be is happening here, you guys. It is happening in the future. But we have right now, it is not that time. Right now, it's time for you, remember. It's a time for yourself. And we have the star. And when the time is right, the stars will align. First of all, you guys, the 9 of Cups and the star together, especially very close to each other like this in a reading, this means your dreams are set to come true. Something that you're wishing for is going to be fulfilled. Something that is meant for you is going to happen. And that star is to me about divine timing. When the time is right, the universe will align you with your wish, with your vibrational match. Very important this week, you guys, to get into that vibration with yourself. And when you are in that vibration, you are radiating that and you are attracting that person that is right for you at the right time. I love this. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what this person is going to be going through in this continued separation. So this continued separation where maybe you guys are challenged or not talking, how are they going to be connecting to your energy? We're going to go into the Cloudburst Oracle here. What vibration is this person going to be in with you as you guys are in this continued, just kind of time out? Let's just call it that, time out. What does this energy look like? How are they going to be connecting? Okay, so we have soul wedding. So to me, this is a really, really nice energy because this is about something that's in the future. It talks about your next partner embodies everything you're looking for. And I really feel, you guys, that that person, everything that they're looking for is actually you, okay? It may lead to the two of you coming together and actually ending up together. So your person, as they continue to go through whatever it is that they're going through, whatever lessons that they're learning, I feel like they're arriving at this destination eventually. They're eventually arriving at the destination of you're that person for me, okay? Oh, and I'm telling you, it's because of your self-worth. It is because you are in that vibration of loving yourself. You're making yourself a priority. And I'm telling you, you don't have to prove anything to this person. It's not about that. But what it's about is your vibration. And I feel like this person will sense your vibration. So they will either want to level up to be with you, or they will simply fall away because they cannot match you. That's what I am seeing here. And we have stopover. So this right here is talking about, well, stopping over. So you can see here, there's like this broken bridge and there's this beautiful castle here in the sky. And I feel like there's something that's stopping this first person from crossing over. Okay? And it says something about initially staying somewhere else before moving on. So I just feel like this has something to do with what they're going through right now. This is what they want. This is on the horizon for you and them. This is where they're going to end up. But they also have to love themselves first before they can cross that bridge or mend this bridge or build that bridge in order to cross over. But it says something about the result is perfectly in the end. So again, that fate, whatever is meant to happen here, is in store. But they might be on the stopover. I haven't heard that word, which is why it's kind of confusing me. Like, what exactly does that mean? Layover. I've heard that. It's a layover, but stopover. It could be just, this is a German deck. So, I mean, that it could be just, certain words and stuff that are European phrases. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here, is that this person is going to continue to be, connected to you in the sense that there is something about you that they know is connected to their future, but they may not know how to get there yet. They may have a layover somewhere else for a period of time. But again, you're not sitting around waiting for them to figure it out. What you're doing is you're leveling up. You're doing you in the meantime. And I always really highly recommend this treatment of yourselves in these connections in my readings. I'm never going to tell you guys, yes, you need to put your life on hold and wait for someone. Hell no. Hell no. Yeah, you're connected to this person. There's something deep here. There's something magical here, but that's not the end all be all for you. There's more to life than just this connection. We're just tapping in just to kind of see, hey, what's going on? What's going on this week? But I feel that where your person is at with you this particular week and how they will continue to be connected to you is that there is this carrot that's dangling in front of them that keeps helping them to kind of find their way back to you. That's what I'm seeing here. So it's actually quite a beautiful message. It's a little bittersweet, but I like it nonetheless. All right, so let's go ahead and just see what some upcoming energies, how things may be unfolding with this individual as time progresses. We already know that you're going to really be focused on yourself and just doing you and having a good time, spending time with people that love you, that want to be in your life right now. So that looks good. So this is my Oracle of Chance. So as we move forward, what is unfolding here? We have proceed with caution in business. So you guys, it could be that when it comes to your affairs, when it comes to your dealings with other people, you are proceeding with caution. You're not so quick to just jump in. You're not so quick to trust. A little bit of that shadowy energy of the Queen, okay, is coming through. That's saying, you know what? I went down that road before. I'm not exactly sure if that's what I should do again. So you're holding different boundaries is what I'm seeing here. Let's go into my Treasure Trove Tarot. Yeah, we have the Eight of Wands. So instead of just jumping forward and just moving forward with speed, what you're doing is you're thinking before you leap. You're thinking before you move forward. You're thinking before you make your next move. You're not so quick to just respond. You're thinking about communication, meaning if someone reaches out to you, you think about it before your knee-jerk reaction, which is to say yes or to say no. You're thinking about it. So moving forward, I feel like in this connection, you're not going to be so quick to run back. You're not going to be so quick to answer somebody's text or phone call. You're not going to be so quick to just jump on something. You're going to need to see proof in the pudding first. Because somebody can come to you and say, oh, everything's all taken care of and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. That's great. But give it some time, because actions speak louder than words, you guys. Anybody can say anything. But you really, really need to proceed with a different speed next time, is what I'm seeing here. So I feel like somebody may make communication. Somebody may reach out to you. Even this, it could be this week, or it could be obviously in the future moving forward. And remember, most of the energy in this reading was very much about taking a step back. We have Carriage. So when it comes to fresh new starts, I am seeing here that it is time for us to, move in a not a different direction, but just move at a different pace. Yeah, there's a Hangman here. So it's like put movement on hold. Put building something right now on hold. Take a look and see things from a different perspective. All right. And realize that whatever new start or new phase you'd like to start with this individual, it's just unfortunate that the timing is just not right now. We already got that wait card. Wait, proceed with caution. Don't just jump back into the situation. Really give it some time. Give it some time to develop. Give it some time. Really, really let someone prove to you that they've changed. Let someone prove to you that they've changed their circumstances, or that you're on the same page. We have Mother Mary. Mother Mary is very forgiving. Mother Mary is very, very nurturing, okay? Very nurturing energy here. Don't you remember earlier, though? We had Mother. So we have Mother now that comes up 2 times in this reading. We may want to mother someone. We may want to smother someone, or this is an energy surrounding someone. So this is about forgiving ourselves for doing this, or forgiving someone else that they have these issues that they can't really clear right now. We're not saying it's okay. We're not putting up with it. We're not saying, I'm going to wait for you until you figure it out. What we're saying is, you've got your stuff, I've got my stuff. So you figure it out, I'll figure out my stuff. And if we meet up somewhere down the line, that's fantastic. That's what we're saying here. So the Mother Mary energy here. Okay, now Mother Mary energy is connected to the 5 of Cups. So this just means that there is some sort of setback when it comes to trying to save someone. Because what I'm seeing here is that you're going to end up sinking yourself. If you try to save someone else, you're going to start sinking in your own boat. It's also going to bring a lot of sadness and disappointment for you if you feel like this person is just going to come running back or you've done all, and I've heard this a lot in the collective. We feel that if we do something, we forgive someone, we send them love and light, we're in a good place with ourselves, that's naturally just going to bring that person back into our lives. It doesn't work that way all the time. It doesn't. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't. Sometimes we think if we do the right thing and we act with integrity, everything is going to turn out okay. And I'm here to tell you, that's not the case. Good people get shit on all the time. Bad things happen to good people all the time. Okay? You don't get what you give. That's something I used to say. I don't say that anymore because it's not necessarily true. You don't get what you give all the time. Sometimes there's a real hard lesson to learn with vampires out there and people that are just looking to, just take and give not a fucking thing back. There are people out there like that, you guys. That's a fact. And you can love and light all day long on those people. It's not going to change them. So the more that we waste time trying to save someone or change circumstances, the more we're actually going to set our own lives back. So there's a fine line between being in that unconditional loving state for yourself, but not doing it to get something. That's the drawback. When we confuse ourselves into thinking that if I'm just a good person, everything's going to work out wonderfully. If I'm a good person, I'm going to get that badge of honor. It's not true. It's not true all the time. Sometimes it is. Other times we are not rewarded for our good behavior. So I just feel like this is kind of a harsh lesson that some of you guys may have had to learn when it comes to dealing with this individual or just the dealings that you've had in life so far. Sometimes life doesn't give you a cookie for good behavior. And so you've got to learn how to just be in that energy because that's what you need for yourself. You're not doing it to get something. That's an interesting message. We have Pelican. So we have gather more information. So there's still some kind of lessons to gather here moving forward. There's still information that still needs to come to light. So I just keep getting here. There's some issue with timing. It's not a flow for everyone. Maybe I don't remember energies last week because every week it's going to be different because there's going to be lots of people that are going to resonate with one reading one week and not the other. So remember, we've got a lot of people in this collective, you guys. It's not going to resonate for everyone every time. But I don't know what last week's energies was. This week, there seems to be a setback. There seems to be some sort of hold. There seems to be a wait for better timing. There seems to be a let's gather more information. Let's kind of hold back and focus more on ourselves. Let's reflect. It's a time of reflection is what I'm seeing, even moving forward. But we have the Six of Pentacles. And to me, this is beautiful because this just means there's equality later on. This is the thing. This is the catalyst that helps this connection to become more balanced. This is the only way. It's almost like this is the recipe in order to get on the same page with this person, is to really, really value yourself and allow your person to do the same. All right? Whatever issues they have, it is about realizing that you can't save anyone but yourself. I mean, you can, of course, lend a helping hand. You can, of course, be a confidant for this individual. But if you feel that you are just completely giving and getting nothing back, there's something you've got to take a look at. No one can do anything to us unless we allow them to. So there is something about mothering and nurturing yourself and making sure that you fill your own cup. And what's interesting is that the elements reading that I did earlier, so please do check that out if you guys want to on my TikTok. It's linked down below. There's something that came up in these signs that are connected to all of these messages this week, okay? So let's go ahead and end the reading with some messages for you, the viewer. What are some messages for the viewer? Messages for you. Mauve, responsibility. I really like this because this is about kind of taking our own personal inventory and taking responsibility for our own happiness. I think one of the reasons why, sometimes when you do readings as a reader, a lot of the times your own issues and your own energies are, about to come through the reading in some form. It doesn't mean the entire reading. Like, there are some things that have come through this reading that aren't resonating with me personally, but there are some things that are. And so I'm a part of the collective too. So that, of course, is going to happen. And I think that Spirit uses me as an opportunity to kind of share my own personal stuff. So that way you guys can, maybe identify, it's nice to hear personal stories. But I think for a very long time, I have been such a giver, and I definitely consider myself like a codependent, with codependency issues for sure. And because of that, I've taken on a lot of responsibilities for other people. But I used to think, oh, I'm such a giving, good, kind person. I'm doing this. And of course, there's that part of me that is doing it out of that kindness because I love giving to people. But what's at the core? The core is that I am wanting to do the work for people because I don't want to do the work on myself. I don't want to take responsibility for my own crap. So let me fix someone else, right? Or I'm giving people way too much responsibility in my life to provide my happiness because I don't know how to provide my own. So people feel that heaviness. People will become repelled by an energy where you need something from them. And it doesn't mean that there can't be a healthy need. There definitely are different types, But you guys know there's probably a person in your past or maybe in your life currently that just constantly needs something from you. They need validation. There always seems to be a string attached. There always seems to be some crisis with something. And it doesn't mean that you're not empathetic or sympathetic or kind person that can't see that someone's struggling. But you know the difference between someone who is constantly, looking outside of themselves for fulfillment or blaming other people for their problems. They're such a victim. We've known people like this. Sometimes we can become those people. Sometimes we can start to repel other people in our lives. And it's hard to take a look and go, ooh, I cannot believe that I'm acting this way. I can't believe that that's my energy right now. So I feel like that's probably one of the reasons that this message is coming through. It is for people that are tired of taking responsibility. She looks like Susan Sarandon. I don't know why that's coming through. She looks like Susan Sarandon to me. But I feel like it is coming through for people that, and that bull being there, very stubborn, right? Very stubborn and only seeing things our way. Sometimes we do have to take responsibility for our crap. And in taking responsibility for our crap, we can truly become the emperor, which I feel is connected to this, the emperor of our own lives, the king of our own lives. We're not looking for other people to provide all of our happiness. There's nothing wrong, you guys, for, looking for someone else to provide some happiness for you. Nothing wrong with that, okay? But when it becomes imbalanced to where you're only looking at that person as a source to fulfill you, it can be draining, it can be parasitic, and it can be a complete and total turnoff. That's my point. So there's something where we need to stop handing over people responsibilities to provide our happiness. And we also need to stop taking responsibility for other people's healing and other people's crap, okay? So that is what the shift is this week. The shift is that we've got to wake up. We've got to start doing things differently. We've got to really make some changes and shifts in our lives that are going to help to empower us instead of continuing to disempower us. And just take this if this resonates with you guys, because that might not be anything that you are currently struggling with. What did I say? The king of your own life, baby. And they're both holding frickin' swords. That's what it is. You see that moth at the very top there? That's transformation. So there is a transformation of power that we need to put back into ourselves. We need to empower ourselves moving forward. That's where the true power is within. It's not actually outside of you like you think it is. It's within. We really, really need to get in touch with that. We have the Five of Bats, Five of Swords. Five of Swords means that someone is taking our power away. But guess what, you guys? That is an illusion. No one is taking anything from you unless you allow them to. So we are gaining back control. We are turning the tables this week. We are sitting strong on our thrones and saying, you know what? I'm going to start working on me. Because I realize that these same issues, these same themes keep popping up over and over and over again, and I'm tired of it. And this person that you're dealing with, that you're connected to, could be the catalyst to show you exactly where you're at with yourself and what you need to do. Okay? Let's get one last message. Oh, love this, the High Priestess, because you are the High Priestess, you guys. You are that all-knowing being. Now, remember earlier, the message that we got, which was your strengths and who you are becoming. This was this. Psychic dreams. You're aware of your intuition. You are aware of yourself. You're going within. This really is not a time to go outside. And I don't mean that like, outside nature. This is really a time to draw back your energy from people. This is really a time to, yes, take responsibility, be in somewhat of that masculine energy, but also balance it out with the feminine. The feminine needs to come in and help you to kind of see something this week. The feminine needs to help you to nurture yourself. Mother Mary, now the High Priestess energy, this goddess energy about taking responsibility for our own happiness, taking responsibility for our own actions, taking responsibility for ourselves, instead of constantly trying to hold everyone else accountable or give people the responsibility over us when we need to take responsibility for ourselves. So major transformations and shifts are available this week. And you will only be defeated if you allow yourself to. You will only go down in flames and be a fool if you allow yourself to. So you're changing the narrative. You're changing your thoughts. You're changing your life. You're taking back control. And it's kind of like this energy. If you mess with the horns, you get the bull. Which is, I'm tired of being messed with. I'm tired of being pushed around. And that's probably why one of the first energies that came through was Circe. So that is a goddess I feel that could be calling to some of you guys right now. So look it up. As a matter of fact, look up both of these goddesses, but I feel like Circe, because she was the first one that showed up, there is a lesson here for you. There is something in Circe's energy, in her story, that identifies with how you might feel. Circe is a goddess of revenge. Circe is a goddess of, she is tired of being pushed around. Now, I'm not saying, that's the energy that you need to go into, is just seek revenge on all of your enemies. But there's something to learn in her story of how she became who she became and why she did what she did and why she got the reputation that she got because people pushed her too far. But again, you guys, it's that shadow and light. You've got to balance that shit out, because if you don't, you can become this, or you can become strong. What hasn't killed you has only made you stronger. Buying into that revenge. I mean, sometimes in life, you guys, absolutely, people need to get theirs. People need to be held accountable. I'm not trying to say that we're just going to turn a blind eye. Hell no. Sometimes that is not what you should do. But in this particular case, there is something that might just be killing you inside. And it's just killing you because you've been trying and trying and trying, but yet you keep getting to the same spot. You keep arriving at the same destination, which is not where you want to be. So the proof is in the pudding that something now needs to shift because something isn't working. And usually what's not working is something outside of ourselves. So that's why it's time to go within. Let's change the inside so we can change the outside. Yes. So anyways, a little bit of a different message this week, but hey, I just go with the flow, and whatever the cards are showing us is what we go with. So I hope that somebody resonated out there, and I hope it was a very empowering, healing message for you this week. And if you guys want your own personal reading with me, I will go ahead and put some suggestions and put the links down below. And of course, as usual, you guys, I would love it if you guys would give me like either a heart or a happy face or a thumbs up on this reading, because it does help the reach of the video, and it ultimately helps my channel to grow, and I just appreciate that support so much. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much again for choosing to watch this reading, and I will catch you guys in a day or so with a different type of reading. All right, take care, you guys. Bye-bye.